Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 47 of Let's Platinum Dark Souls Remastered. Alright, so I made a mistake last time, a little bit, and said 47, this is 47. Got confused because I couldn't remember if I had finished the episode or if I had just skipped it or whatever. Anyway, let's continue from where we left off. So, I just killed that blue golem. There was one near the ladders that I just came from, and I took him out in between episodes, or not in between episodes, in between cuts from the previous episode, so that's why I had a few more souls. And now it's just a matter of taking these guys out one by one, trying to amass 40,000 souls is our goal, so that we can purchase all of the spells from Logan. And we definitely want to do that before... that hurt. I think that's the first time I've ever been hit by that attack. Nah, probably not. But anyway, we definitely want to do that before fighting the boss of this area. Because something will happen to Logan after we fight the boss of this area. Come on. And also to note, I haven't said it in a while, and it might be one of those things that people just generally forget. If you, you might be wondering if you're farming in an area, oh, why haven't I got any humanity? You know, I've been killing so many enemies. Remember that you can only get humanity from killing a certain amount of enemies if the boss of that particular area is still alive. So the boss has to be alive for you to get any humanity. Luckily the boss of this area is still alive, which is why I got the humanity. I think the Duke's Archives and the Crystal Cave count as the same area, and they both have the boss of the area. The boss is at the end of the Crystal Cave, so they both have that boss as their kind of indicator, I guess. Okay, so let's clear out this area. It's not too big. There's the crystalline set from before. We killed the that sort of random NPC that was wearing that set. None of it's very good. I think the durability is very low because it's a crystal set. Maybe one or two of the pieces might be alright, but nothing to write home about. Okay, let's roll. And poke. Nice. Go, go, go. Awesome. So I want to... Well, I mean, I don't really know if I should mention it, but I guess I'll just talk about it now. Even though it's one of those things that's kind of like a timed thing. So as of recording this, I'm currently recording this on a Monday. And it is Monday the 7th? Or 6th? 7th. Wait. Monday the 6th. The 6th, yeah. Monday the 6th of August. Now technically, the first episode of Dark Souls Remastered will go up on the 13th of August, and I'm on episode 47. So I've recorded it well in advance. I've been a little lucky because I had to change my work schedule a little bit for personal reasons, and so I've had less shifts and therefore more time, which is fantastic. Damn it. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I've had less shifts and more time, which has enabled me to record more episodes, but it's also for a big reason. The next game that I do will hopefully be Neo, and I've been saying it for a very long time, I know, trust me. Oh, I forgot to give the Firekeeper soul. That's silly. Anyway, I've been saying I wanted to do Neo for a very long time, and I finally am going to try and have that happen. And I need as much time as possible to prepare it. So if this ends up going like 60 episodes, that's basically 2 months to prepare it. The only downside is that the month after August is September, which is when Spider-Man comes out, and I really want to play that. I don't know if I'm going to play it for my channel because, you know, I've said before, like blind playthroughs sometimes don't... at least in my opinion, they don't translate as well, and it's not as entertaining. I mean, yeah, I can like kind of just talk about whatever, but it is much harder to maintain, I guess, a commentary. You know, here you're actually like, you're doing something, you're explaining something, so it's a bit easier. just to let you know, this part here, see how all those things are falling down and then stopping? That's because there's a hidden path here. So what you do is you just walk down this way, walk up, and you can collect humanity. And you may as well go that way, because if you go this way you end up missing that item, so just go that way. And climb down here. Now I'm not going to complete this area, because I need to, I'll try and get to 40,000 souls. I'm just going to double check around here, because I always feel like I've missed an item here. I'm going to try and kill as many of the enemies here as possible to get the souls, and then probably leave here. So here's another moonlit butterfly. These guys, I believe, actually drop, what is it? Blue titanite slabs, I think it is. They're quite strong, as you can see. I did a certain degree of damage to them, but they're still fairly strong. I wish it would get a little bit closer to me. And I highly recommend using the Crush Shield. I didn't change it for some reason, but I recommend using the Crush Shield. Does that count? Hooray. They give quite a few souls, don't they? Oh, no, only 480, forget what I said. Yeah, so they're there. Okay, now here, this is a tricky part as well. So the message is like kind of floating midair, right? So if you just walk towards it, it says path ahead, and then just basically walk straight. It's kind of hard to, yeah, there you go. Sometimes, sometimes that can happen. I was half expecting it to happen, but for the most part it doesn't. So I got a little bit unlucky there. There is a path there. It's just, you can kind of tell where to go by where the little flecks of snow fall. But it's also kind of tricky because, like, I remember trying, that's the whole reason for the prism stones. You throw the prism stones down, and then they can kind of tell you, you know, where there's a big drop off and where it's like safe to walk. And I don't know, normally whenever I walk straight it just works, but I guess I screwed up. But now I guess I know approximately where the path is supposed to be. Okay, good. Yeah, so I wanted to try and get Neo done. I'll have a decent amount of time because August is going to be mainly the month that I haven't got as many shifts, so I'm going to just be like playing it like crazy. Trying to write down and get as much knowledge onto paper as possible so I can make it a good enough guide. I have a feeling it's one of those where I may bite off more than I can chew. Because I think from memory, if memory serves, you have to complete that game like 3 times in order to get the platinum, and it's a very, very, very large game, and I'll probably be doing I'll definitely be doing the 100% as well if I do it. So I don't want to, don't want to kind of overexert myself or overextend myself, but I also want to try and, I really wanted to make a go of that game, and I did play it last year, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I think it's so much more enjoyable. This game as well, and probably every game, is just so much more enjoyable when, yeah, I'll leave it like that. I was going to go get the other enemies, and I probably will, but not just yet. I'll get my body back first, and then I think I'll run back, if I can. I think there is a way to get back, but we'll find out. To me, like, the games are just so much more enjoyable when you kind of know what you want to do. Oh, sorry, you know what you have to do. And in like what order, when you should do what, all that kind of, well, that's what order, but anyway. I just find it so much more enjoyable, and it's one of the reasons why I like doing it, because why I like creating these guides is because I remember, like, back in the day I'd play something like this, or the other Souls series, or just really anything, and I'd go, oh man, you know what, if I was to play this again right now, knowing what I know from that experience of the first playthrough, it would be so much easier to get through. And I think that's why the idea occurred to me. It's like, oh, why not like do something sort of relating to that? And so that's kind of where this whole idea of Let's Platinum came from. Let me see if I can take this guy out. You can also, like, Yeah, actually, that's probably what I should have done. You can poke him with like the halberd to start off with. Please make it. Please make it. Yes. All right, cool. So you can kill him with 4 great fireballs. Apparently he doesn't want to drop his thing. Let's run back out and go buy the spells off Logan. And then we'll come back in here and finish off the Crystal Cave. Might not get to the boss today, but we'll at least try and complete the Crystal Cave. Should be just enough time to do so. Yeah, so with Neo, I mean, it is 100% one of those games where if I can come up with like a relatively good strategy, like I believe that the way I've done this this guide so far is pretty bang on. I think I've made it sort of almost so that basically anyone could do it. You know, there's obviously not a lot of risky play. Everything's very safe. The halberd is a great weapon because it's just something that you can use from so far away. What is going on with my left like hand armor gauntlet piece has like silver on it? I just realized that. How strange. Maybe it's because it's holding the shield. No, just is. All right. Where was it? Here. Yeah. So that's always my intention, is to make it like doable for anyone. So let's talk to Logan here and see what he has to say.
Oh, hello. Time is it?
So we're gonna collect the. Oh, I only needed 30,000. Whoops. We're gonna collect Homing Crystal Soul Mass. And he has one more spell. Now, here's the thing. Let me talk to him. Okay.
Come again.
I'm gonna try something before we continue here. I'm gonna see, because this is... this could go either way, but I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna walk back to the Firelink Shrine and see if I can purchase Soul Spear from Griggs. And if I can, I might even just bite the bullet and purchase it off him now. Just so that way I can purchase everything off Logan. So let's have a look.
Oh, then let as promised.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool.
Goodbye then.
So what I'll do for the rest of not for the rest of this episode, but for the next little bit, is I'll talk to Frampt. I'll give him all the items that I can. Alright, let's have a look. Anything? Yes, dung pies. Oops. Okay, they're worth 200, not 400, like I said. Firekeeper Soul, gotta make sure to give that. I could give some coins. But let's give some gear first. There you go, Crystal Straight Sword. 1 whole soul. I don't know why, but yeah, they're only worth 1 soul. Even the broken Straight Sword, for goodness sake, is worth 50. Cool. You'd be surprised how, like, feeding him all these, like, little items here increases your soul count like you wouldn't believe. Like, I think I've almost got like 1,000 just from that. Maybe it's less than that actually, but yeah, still good. Caduceus. Cool. Cool. Is there anything else here? Yeah, there was. Hang on. Boulder, gauntlets, the helm. I think that about covers it. Alright, cool. And rings. I'm not gonna get rid of any rings. Huh, I have one of everything. Hooray. Okay, so not that much. Very tricky circumstance now. Because I really want to buy that spell off Griggs, but I don't really want to use my... Let's have a look. Let's use 2 of these, see how much that gives us. 16,000. Alright, we're almost there. So that was 8,000 each, so let's use Soul of a Hero. I'm guessing 10,000. And I'll just use the smallest one now. And that should be enough. There we go. Alright, let's purchase it off him. See what if he says anything else.
Master Logan is at the archives. Thank the heavens. Finally, his wish has been granted. I suppose he has his head buried in those tomes. That's always what made Master Logan happiest. Ah, I can just imagine him now. Two things up. Second.
Okay.
Goodbye then.
Alright, I think that just about takes care of all the purchasing that we need to do. Really, the only thing that we have to buy now is we have to buy Karmic Justice from Oswald for 40,000. That'll come into play at some point. And we have to upgrade the Pyromancy Flame a little bit more. But other than that, we're almost good to start spending a whole bunch on ourselves.
The tome store.
Okay. He doesn't say anything different. We now have purchased one of all of his spells. Soul Spear is still there, yep.
Farewell.
And I think we're only missing... Wait, what spell are we missing? Is it Karmic Justice? If it's Karmic Justice, that's funny. I'll have a look real quick now. I'm looking at the spells now to see what it is. Oh, hang on. Oh, it might be some spells from the Dusk of Ulasil. The one that we freed before. Because I think the way it works is that she was like an NPC in the original game. And I may have said the opposite before, I can't really remember. But she was an NPC in the original game, but now she becomes sort of more pertinent and leads to the DLC. But it looks like her spells are required. So let's have a quick peek. We have Soul Arrow. Where is it? Soul Arrow, Great Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, Great Heavy Soul Arrow, Homing Soul Mass, Homing Crystal Soul Mass, Soul Spear, Crystal Soul Spear, Magic Weapon, Great Magic Weapon, Crystal Magic Weapon, Magic Shield, Strong Magic Shield, Oral Decoy, Hush, Fall Control, Cast Light, Remedy, Resist Curse. Yeah, so we're missing Hidden Weapon, Hidden Body, Repair, and Chameleon. I believe those are the only ones that we're missing. Yep. Cool, that's fine. We can do that later. Blue Titanite chunk. Alright, how much time we got left? Not much. Alright, we'll get into the Crystal Cave, like the distance that we got in before. And we'll leave the rest for next time. Next time we should be able to take out the boss and take care of the rest of Logan's quest. Actually, Logan's quest is ending after probably in the next episode. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. All right, let's run down here and do this one more time. I'm gonna try and kill the butterfly slightly differently this time so that I can conserve some fireballs. So I'm gonna take these guys out like normal. And hang on. Do I have enough time to... Yeah, I'll try and make it past that part where I died, where I like fell off the edge. I'll just have to play it. It's hard to play it safe. You can't, like, if you fall off, you fall off. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to target the Moonlit Butterfly. No! Damn it, game! You know what the funniest part about that is that I tried doing that on my practice, right? And I was always very, very cautious because I'm like, it's gonna, like, I'm gonna fall for sure. So I was like always very cautious about it. But this time I was like, you know what? I never fell, not once. So let's just like throw caution to the wind and just attack. And of course I die. Okay, I'm at the end of the episode. I'm going to make it back to that area off screen. Like, I'll end the episode and make it back to that area off screen, so we can save a bit of time. And then, yeah, and then we'll continue from there. So hopefully we'll be able to defeat the boss in the next episode. Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching episode 47 of Let's Platinum Dark Souls Remastered. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.